everyone, welcome to another week of Hops and Highways, a newscast where we discuss the news in the road building industry. This week we are drinking Busch Light. My name is Jessica Lombardo, editor of Asphalt Contractor Magazine. I'm with Dormie Roberts, associate editor, and we just want to say cheers to getting another week down.
Cheers.
So we want to know what you guys are going to be drinking this weekend when you get off work. So drop us a couple comments in the section below and let us know. Okay, so we want to recap the news of the week, share some best practices with you guys, and then get into our Build America Friday section where we salute the work you guys have done this week. So we want to start off by talking about hiring, or kind of lack thereof in the construction industry. We know that, this industry is mainly dominated by men, but we're really proud of the ladies that are out there doing their thing, and we love that, and we need more of that in the industry, and especially in an industry that's struggling to find skilled workers, women may be the answer.
Yes, in fact, construction jobs were the fastest growing for women from 2015 to 2019, according to a new study from Smart Asset. The number of women in positions of construction manager increased 101%. That's insane.
That's awesome.
Making that the third fastest growing job for women overall. Other construction careers that drew a significant number of women were construction and maintenance painters and construction laborers. That increased by 50%. The number of women who chose careers as civil engineers increased by 46%.
Awesome. So cheers to the ladies. We know these careers are going to mainly be dominated by men, but it's a sign of moving in the right direction, of getting more women in the industry. So cheers.
Tastes like fall.
It tastes delicious. We've got our flannel on for you guys today. Okay, so in some other news.
Yes. Who out there has been working on an airport project? If you have, you know that they aren't always the easiest jobs to complete. If you're working on one right now, we salute you and hope that you have a drink tonight to unwind. We'll have one drink now for you instead.
Why not? Cheers. So, airport projects, they're notorious for getting delayed. And those delays, they really impact time, they impact money, they impact everything. It's just a mess. So, a new bill that passed this week in the House, it really hopes to improve those delays. It's called the Expedited Delivery of Airport Infrastructure Act of 2020.
Woo!
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Big word.
But what that does is ensures that airport improvement project funds can be used for airports to incentivize the early completion of critical airport runways and other projects in airports.
So Transportation and Infrastructure Committee ranking member Sam Graves, who introduced the bill, said, "Time is money in infrastructure project construction, and that includes the nation's airports. This is a smart reform that already works for roads and bridge projects, construction, and delivering airport projects ahead of schedule. Saving money and essentially providing a similar impact as increasing investments without any additional federal resources."
So that was a lot, but basically what that means is bonus incentives. So yay for bonus incentives. Okay, so now we want to talk about some best practices. One of the articles that consistently performs on our website, gets a lot of engagement, a lot of time on site, is called How to Compact Pavements. And the reason it does so well is because there's so many things, so many factors that impact the density of the asphalt. And we're going to drop a link to that article in the comments below when we're done here. But we wanted to highlight some important factors of obtaining asphalt density. So first of all, there are 5 key elements that affect the finished density of the asphalt mat. And that's temperature of the mix, mat thickness, base temperature, and environmental conditions like air and wind. And your crew really needs to know how to manage all those things out on the job site in order for the job to be successful.
Right, and therefore there are 3 important factors when it comes to compaction: temperature, temperature, and temperature.
Shocking.
Whoa! You need to compact when the mix is hot. Therefore, 3 temperature zones that you should be aware of: upper, tender, and lower.
And ideally, we're going to always want to obtain compaction in that upper zone. That's between 300 and 240 degrees Fahrenheit. We know this, it's not new news. But we know that's not always possible. Things happen out on the job, and sometimes you need to move into compacting into that tender zone, and that is really where we need to be careful.
Mixes in the tender zone range from 240 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit, and within this temperature range, the mix moves, shoves, and checks when being compacted. So if you have to compact in the tender zone, do not use a vibratory roller. You probably already know this, but just another friendly reminder. In this range, the mix lacks the internal stability to support the weight of a steel wheel roller, but it will accept the use of a pneumatic roller.
Right. So then next is that lower zone, and that's mixes that have dropped below 190 degrees. So now it's reached the temperature where it can again support a steel drum roller, but you're just not going to get any compaction out of that mix once it's that low. You guys know this, everybody knows this. Basically compact the mix when it's hot, 240 degrees and above. So that was a lot of information in a short amount of time. I'm parched. Cheers.
All right, so now it's time for the fun stuff. This week, Caterpillar teased that they will be releasing the Trial 9 video as a follow-up to their successful trials in the past. The trailer looks so exciting, and I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, we just can't figure out what they're going to be doing in their new trial video, but from their history of watching all the past old videos.
Like Jenga?
Yeah, and the sandcastle, they set a world record for that one, so we're really curious as what they're going to do in the Trial 9 video. And to celebrate kind of this event, we have a website where you can go and watch the old videos and enter to win some prizes, some custom Caterpillar stuff. It's forconstructionpros.com/cat-trials.com. We will put that URL in the comments below also because that's a lot. But go ahead, watch the old videos, enter to win some prizes, and October 20th, stay tuned for when Cat will launch their new video. Great. Okay, so time for Build America Friday.
Dun dun dun!
Yes, this is our favorite part of the segment. We get to talk about what you guys are working on every week. We reached out to some contractors this week to see what they were doing, and this week we're giving a shout out to Ryan and the crew at Payne and Dolan.
Hey! They're out paving a 9-mile stretch from Highway 50 in Lake Geneva, going south to Genoa City. It's a beautiful day and a beautiful week in Wisconsin, and this picture is proof.
Yeah, we can't wait for even more fall colors. So give us an update, Ryan, on what that looks like when it's all done with the pretty fall colors, please, because we're basic. And fall.
And nice work!
Yeah. So we also want to give a shout out to James and the crew at APAC in Mississippi. They've had quite the week. So they're working on repaving a 2-lane overhead bridge on Interstate 22. And their main paver broke down, and their backup paver, it blew a line. So they definitely deserve a drink. So cheers to Ryan and James and all of their crews.
Stressful, especially when you're on like tight deadlines and
yeah,
things.
And the mix is getting cold and everything, and we just learned we don't want cold mix. So.
No. Well, that's all that we have this week. Short and sweet. Thanks for joining us for a beer and sharing a recap of the week.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing this every Friday. We're going to be having some beers, discussing the news, best practices, and we really want to salute your hard work. So let us know what you're working on. You can send us a message, drop us a comment every week. We'll remind you to do that, and we really want to highlight your good work. So have a great weekend, everyone, and cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.